My name is Bisi Olatilo.
Even though they said they held it on behalf of
What's your impression of the summit thus far since yesterday?
Well, aside the little hiccups that we experienced, I think the content has been very rich. You couldn't have gotten a better set of professionals than we had. And I'm really pleased and proud of all those who have contributed in that they have put Nigeria first. I mean, initially, before, in the build-up to this summit, there's been a lot of skepticism, a lot of trepidation about security concerns and so on. But for those of us who braved the odds to be here, it shows a lot of patriotism on our side. It shows the new spirit of wanting to put heads together and regenerate Nigeria, rebuild Nigeria, reinvent Nigeria. And the only way to do that is to put our heads together. Let professionals from all sectors, all spheres converge in one arena like this, and let us cross-fertilize ideas. I mean, people are saying that we should stop talking and start acting. But I think even from the things we've said, that new things have evolved. New things have come out of most of the postulations that we had here. And to be honest with you, I would just appeal to the men at the helms of affairs, the governors. Quite a lot lies on their shoulders. And but I'm happy that there's a spirit of competition going on among the governors. And that is good for governance. That's good for the people. You and I will be the better for it. Because unlike before when it used to be a tea party, I mean, you and I know what it is to be in the South Side. A lot of money, but nothing seen in terms of concrete improvement. I think that what Professor Wole Soyinka said, I think we want to rally around that. He's asking for more power for the for regional autonomy. That the federal government should try as much as possible and extricate themselves. You know, they chew more than they can bite. All right, they're biting more than they can chew, I'm sorry. And if the federal government gives the states more powers to operate, our lot will be better than this.
Banks are giving out money.
Thank you very much, sir. Although you preempted my next question, we like to talk a lot in this country, and there's no asking. On the scale, looking at all the governors, the 36 governors,
and if I can go to him tomorrow and to say
how would
that
you
on the waterfront
score
of
the South governors?
On the waterfront of Akwa
across board, looking at all the 6 governors.
I think the way to do it is to try and replicate what the Vice President said here. They all have their areas of comparative advantage and they're building on them. For instance, let's start from Delta. Delta is rich in agriculture and they're capitalizing on that. They're also doing a lot in terms of microcredit and so on and so forth. Rivers, education. I mean, you've heard the different governors come to talk about what they've done. Then as for rivers, cross rivers, they're very strong when you're talking about tourism. And they're capitalizing on that, getting a lot of foreign exchange inside for that. And if you're talking about Akwa Ibom, they're very strong on infrastructural development and education as well. Edo State government is also, it's not been in power for too long a time, but its impact is also felt. Before Adams Oshiomhole came to power, it was like Edo State didn't exist. Now, from almost zero level of tax, but IDR, internal generated revenue, they are now talking in terms of billions. You cannot believe that Edo State can talk about that. That shows an index of development. Then if you come to Bayelsa, they've had so much in terms of problems. You and I know the political problems, and they've just been able to come over. And the problem of Bayelsa has always been bad governance. They have so much money, but it's like they don't know what to do with the money. But now I think they started singing a new song. And you know that they have environmental problems, degradation, devastation everywhere. And so they need those who are actually together in terms of what they want to do to be able to properly manage these things. And I'm happy that the governor there has said that he will do his best, and I'm hoping that he will be joined by the rest. So I think the braced states, and by the way, I like the acronym, braced, meaning they're ready for it, they're braced up already, and they want to all put their heads together so that the very best will be, the song they'll be singing henceforth.